All right, example 2. This has also a common factor. If we take a look, obviously there's an x in every one of the terms, so we can take an x out. But also 3, 6, and 72 all divide evenly by 3.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to bring to your attention here, and this happens quite often, is this first term, the highest power term of x. It's very, very important that it becomes a positive 1x squared. Okay? If it's not, you don't know how to factor it right now. So, if I were to just take out a 3x, and don't write this down because this isn't right, but if I just took out 3x, what would be left over? Would be negative x squared minus 2x plus 24. That's what we'd get. All right? And what I'm telling you is you don't want to put a minus sign in front of x squared. Minus in front of x squared is challenging. It's not impossible to factor, but it's a lot more difficult to factor than what we've been doing. All right? So you don't want to do that. So here's what my point is. Once you've established what the common factor is, 3 is the biggest number that divides all 3 of those numbers. X to the first power is the highest power of x that can be taken out of all 3 of those objects. Once you've established the common factor, if the highest power term is negative, make the common factor negative. All right? You do not want the highest power term negative, so if it is, let that common factor be negative. So what happens is I am dividing each term by this, and by dividing by a negative, it's going to change the signs. So negative 3 divided by negative 3 is positive 1. X cubed divided by x makes positive 1x squared. And again, that's your best friend when you're trying to do this factoring chart technique. The only way you know how to factor right now for a trinomial. Positive 1x squared is the key to that process. Negative 6 divided by negative 3 is positive 2. X squared divided by x makes x. Positive 72 divided by negative 3 is negative 24, and the x's cancel. So x squared plus 2x minus 24 is the correct breakdown after I take out that negative common factor. And again, it happens at least half the time, I'd say, where there's a minus sign in front of this higher power term. Make sure the greatest common factor taken out is negative, allowing all the signs to change. So I'm looking for factors of negative 24 whose sum is positive 2. So again, the thinking process here behind getting this list compiled, negative product is opposite signs, positive sum, bigger number, positive. So negative 1 and 24, negative 2 and 12, negative 3 and 8, negative 4 and 6, negative 5 doesn't go into it, negative 6 and 4, we've already gotten what we've gotten, right? So at this point, now the bigger number starts becoming negative, right? There's my entire list. That's the only way to do it that could possibly work. Positive 23, positive 10, positive 5, positive 2. Notice here, it says sum, but I'm actually subtracting because the signs are different. Just on the last one also I subtracted because the signs are different. In this case all the positive numbers are bigger though. So positive sums. So negative 4 and 6 do the trick. Multiply to make negative 24, they add to make positive 2. So x minus 4 and x plus 6 is the factored form of this. Negative 3x is the greatest common factor we took out.